Welcome back, Face Off. If all goes well, Nigeria will join the League of Nations where social security welfare package is being paid to those who can earn yet. And that's what the federal government is planning. And so we're looking tonight at the 5,000 stipend welfare package for unemployed and very vulnerable citizens of this country. How realistic is this? Is this a new beginning? Let's listen to what people have to say on the street. If my producer is ready, streets of Lagos, specifically, let's hear what people have to say.
This government, to me, I don't think they have a plan for now because they don't even have a database. So they will have worked out a database at first because they don't even know how many youths we have on ground now who are not employed. So it was just a campaign gimmick. It was totally a sham. So we don't trust, we are so disappointed at this time.
Well, I'm not too disappointed because they just started. And my hope is that maybe with time, they are going to do something about it. So we are still waiting for the promise they promised us. And I believe that they are going to keep the promise as they promised.
Yes, I'm very disappointed. I think it was raised in the House the other time, and the APC senators, ruled that motion off. And it's really not a good step, to take at this point in time where we have large sums of unemployed youth, everywhere in the country. Recently, the wife of the president also talked about it and appealed to them to try and fulfill that promise because it's very, very key, in this administration.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not disappointed because I know president is going through a lot. Fine, the former party then didn't leave anything for our new candidate. So Nigerians should please try and understand what is going on because presently Nigeria as a whole is broke.
Nigeria is broke. 5,000 stipend. Whether Nigeria is broke or not, I think it's the responsibility of government who has also promised to do this, to find these monies to do this. My guest, Comrade Murphy to my left, who believes the federal government is equal to the tax. And if Kayode, I'm right?
Very correct. Very correct.
So we left it off at where you were making points of how well you think this whole process has been thought out. And he was trying to answer your question. Can we take it up there again?
I think it's very important that young Nigerians, we should be realistic, and then we should be very conscious of what we say because the future of this country belongs to us. We should be mindful that our position should be guided by the truth, by conscience, by dignity, and by the reality of the situation. Nigeria as a nation should begin to rise above political gimmicks to get people to vote. To me, it is criminal. Because once I lie to you to get you to vote for me, and then you begin to foot drag in the National Assembly, Senator Philips Aduda raised this issue, and they voted along the party line. Surprisingly, the agent of change, the APC senators, voted no. Some 24 hours ago, the wife of Mr. President, Aisha Buhari, practically begged them that they should not forget that the government they are in today was made possible by the young Nigerians who believed that Nigeria is in a terrible situation and they need to be catered for, and they voted. And this APC senator voted again. It was well reported in the media, newspaper, radio. So I'm worried. If APC senators can vote against 5,000 stipend, then what are we talking about?
Can you address his worries?
Yes, I can do that. He doesn't even have to worry in the first place. When he made mention,
I should be worried. When APC senators were in the majority in the National Assembly,
you need to relax.
I will not relax.
No. Yes, when I say relax, and I will explain to you why you should relax. The APC senators never said they weren't going to pay. The APC senators said no, we will pay, but it shouldn't be an issue that must overshadow every other important issue. Like, for instance, that is why sometimes I tell Nigerians, do not allow the politicians to fool you when they play their politics. Ordinarily, I'm coming. Ordinarily, one would have assumed that the PDP senators to sit down and watch the APC senators and the APC government fool themselves. If you are fighting or struggling for them to implement their policy, are you helping them to fulfill their promise? When I'm coming, when ordinarily you should fold your hands and allow them mess up themselves. That is one. Are you saying that Aisha Buhari is working against the government?
But
The government that she's into?
But have you forgotten?
Fully into? No.
It was in the cover of newspaper the day before
We
yesterday.
read it, but when you said begging, I don't know what you mean
That
by
was
begging.
she begged?
No.
Oh my brother.
It was after.
We could recall this.
It
from
was
our national
after the
news.
Buhari in the Senate House that she spoke and said APC government will fulfill the promise.
Let me tell
the
you.
difference between begging and restating that the promise
let me react
will still be
to your
fulfilled.
position that PDP senators should fold their hands. A government should represent collective aspiration.
If
of
I
the
were
mass of the
them,
people.
it's an opportunity.
Listen, would you listen to me?
I
A
will.
government should represent collective aspiration of the mass of the people. Either you are in PDP, APC, PMPA, whatever party, it's a collective aspiration. And what is the collective aspiration? That the Nigerian youth are suffering. That graduates of 7-8 years
And I
are
want to
unemployed.
believe the Nigerian
That
youth
would you want to
is
listen,
just
please?
suffering now.
Good. But
That's the suffering that the president wants to end.
now the president wants to end it.
But
He's
I
made
want to
promises.
believe-
What I expect today.
Many of those guys
Do
in
you
the
know
state are
till
not
today-
even new. They've always been there. The suffering has always been there.
Till today, the presidency has not made a clear-cut position, a policy statement on this lingering issue. If President Muhammad had come to say that, look, gentlemen, we made a promise, we will fulfill it, allow us to do our budget. No, would you listen
Vice
to me?
president is talking on a daily basis consigning
He has not been
5,000
talking-
stipend.
No.
Shibanjo has been talking.
What has he said?
And keep
Can
saying
you
that.
quote him?
Yes, he
What
said.
did he say?
He
When?
said, he said the promise is going to be fulfilled.
When?
That they are working on it.
Working.
First
You
of
can
all-
work in 2019, it is possible.
You
Work
say-
in progress.
What did he say?
You can work till 2019, work in progress.
No.
Look
No,
at the
no,
worry
no.
of Nigerians.
No.
We do not have
My brother,
Murphy,
if you are the
Murphy,
president,
Murphy,
if you are the president,
Murphy.
my brother, hold on. If you are the president, where will you get that kind of money from? Don't forget, they are operating on the budget of the previous government.
Good. That's what I'm
So
talking
I'm
about.
talking about
when they were
we, the
campaigning.
Nigerians,
when-
our common sense.
Murphy,
We know when to hold them accountable.
Murphy,
We know.
That's exactly what my point.
We
We're
know
on the
when
same
to hold
page,
them
Murphy.
accountable.
Murphy, you're on the same page. What I'm saying is that young people, when we get into politics, when we are making promises to electorate, we should be mindful first of our dignity, integrity. Hold on, Murphy.
We
Hold on,
should,
Murphy.
but there is a
Hold on,
limit to
Murphy,
that.
Now, Murphy, listen. This is not a fight. We are just being empirical here.
Of
now,
course.
when you are campaigning, for example, if I'm going
But
to campaign,
you-
Murphy, listen and listen
Okay.
to my point. I should say, Nigerian youth, the reality now is that I'm not yet the president of this country. I cannot say for certain the economic situation as per the finances of the government, but these are my intentions. When I get there, I will study, will sit with my team.
Nobody campaigns like that.
But that is not right. That is because
everybody campaigns
And if I may come in, let me clear
So
that.
are you saying that you should keep lying to people to get votes?
No, not lies.
That's lies.
What he is saying is like asking. It's like a man who complains that the wife is misbehaving, and the next question you ask him is, "Did you not notice that while you were cutting?" Of course, the man's response is that why they were cutting, he never saw that kind of scenario.
That's not right.
So why the campaigns were being done,
Nigeria.
the government, as at that time, were giving us the impression that all was well.
So Nigeria is broke.
Let
me
us
think
be
about that.
factual
Are
here.
you saying Nigeria is broke and they cannot pay this money?
Did the previous government not say Nigeria was broke?
Look, the previous
If I may
government-
say so.
the previous
And
government-
did you and I not know that we operate a mono economy? We rely on crude oil.
So have you
and
got
the
beyond,
price
have
has
you got beyond
fallen.
that as of today?
Price has fallen.
Have you got it?
And there are so
And
many
nothing to
issues.
do with the
You see,
tragedy.
my concern
Murphy,
is that
Murphy, hold on,
when
Murphy,
this
hold on.
government was coming in,
Murphy,
Let's
most of these things we see as surprise shouldn't be. This was the government that was saying we're going to deviate from the status quo. They said so, that they were going to deviate, they were going to do things differently.
Have you seen anything new in 6 months of this government?
I'm seeing almost everything new.
Hello?
Okay, you know what? Let's have this conversation escalated to those who are tweeting from Twitter and all the handles, as you say. Sam says, Okoyemi says the budget currently in operation, I should say, is for the last administration. Mr. Ifeka should wait till 2016 budget is passed. The present administration should fulfill the campaign promises made to Nigerians. 4 years will soon be gone. That's from Jonah. If I can take some more, producer. Olabode, can 5,000 do in this what can 5,000 do in this present day? The government should channel the bulk of funds to something meaningful. Caleb, I think he's trying to sum up the entire money for a month, which is about 125 billion. He says that's for Caleb. So the APC are telling us that the 125 billion naira of Nigerians' money will go unaccounted for every month. Gentlemen, can we react to this?
Okay, now let me give you an example. We're talking about the database to get this thing done. I'm from a remote village called Ibara-Orile in Abeokuta North local government, where predominantly they are farmers. There are young people who had never seen the 4 walls of school. They do not have access to computer. They have not seen internet before. How then would the government?
Local government can do that.
My brother, in the present reality.
Yeah, he wants to react, sir?
How long will this take?
That's a very simple.
Okay, he's got a simple
I think we just had an election.
Yeah.
The people in that local government, did they not vote? Did they not register?
What is the population
as
of
simple
Nigerians
as
that
that.
are eligible to vote? How many voted?
Sorry?
What is the population of Nigerians eligible to vote?
No,
How
but
many
that's a
voted?
system that can actually account for people.
Exactly.
They said the most vulnerable. I'm saying that word, most vulnerable. How do we define it? How do we get it?
My brother, I think we must start from you. Let us not act like this.
Can we define who is the most
we
vulnerable
shouldn't
in
act
Nigeria?
like this cockroach that has been in the toilet for 3 years, and the day it was to be brought out, he said they should hurry up because the place is stinky. We have been in this mess for long, and we have to start somewhere.
I think the point we are
somewhere.
raising
They have
here is
promised
there must be
5,000
some level of
stipends.
seriousness and dignity.
They have
in
promised
making
5,000
promises.
stipends to vulnerable Nigerians.
Who are the vulnerable Nigerians? How do we define it?
Those who need 5,000 naira.
How do we define it?
You don't need 5,000.
Oh,
Exactly.
definitely, you can't tell. But how do
You
we
don't
define
need
it?
5,000 naira.
Olu, now let's be serious. How do we define those who need? Are they fresh graduates from Nigerian universities? Are they school dropouts? Are they people on the street? How do we define it?
My brother,
even the federal government has
commonsensically, we know those that need 5,000 naira
Oh, yeah,
stipends.
tell me.
We know them.
Tell me, Murphy.
Like he just told you, you don't need it.
How do you
Like-
determine those who need it?
We know them.
Tell me.
We know them.
Tell
You are
Nigerians.
not- you are not going to leave your job tomorrow to go
Murphy,
and look
tell
for one
Nigerians
five.
those who need 5,000.
The Nigerians know those who need 5,000.
Murphy, we are on the national television. Tell Nigerians your own thinking of those who need the 5,000 naira.
My brother, the poorest in the society.
How do you define the poorest in the society?
What kind of a question are you asking
Murphy,
me? How do
we
you
are just being
define the
realistic.
poorest in the society?
A poorest 5,000 in Ogun
There are
State.
Nigerians who cannot even have 1 square meal per day.
How do we look
There
at
are
that?
Nigerians who can't even send their children
Listen,
to school.
it was an ambiguous promise.
No, I don't
It was an
agree.
ambiguous
I don't.
promise.
No, I
Was
don't
that a
agree.
promise
I
that
don't
can be
agree.
realistic?
Emile day in school, can that be ambiguous? Emile day in school.
My
Won't you
brother,
find students in
that is
school?
not even the 5,000.
Meanwhile,
That's not even the 5,000. Oh,
Well,
Murphy.
we'll not go there.
some
yes.
states have done that, and it was successful.
Which state?
Did Oshu State not do that?
What is happening to Oshu presently, economically?
What is happening to Nigeria economically?
Oshu is
Are you?
Oshu has not been able to
Is
pay
Oshu-
salary. No,
No,
don't let's go there. Don't let's go there.
The only state that's economically down at the moment. We have
Murphy,
to be factual, my
Oshu
good
stopped
brother.
it. Oshu stopped it. Oshu could not go in. They could
When-
not continue.